Here we are, it's Sunday already. I can't believe I have to go back to work tomorrow. It's been a challenging week. We have a lot of toxic behavior going on in the office, so I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm just going to relax a little bit today. I have a few things I need to get done, so I'm gonna put just a little bit of makeup, just enough to feel put together, get out of the house, and that's about it. So no eyeshadow, nothing crazy. I already did my brows, I already did my mascara. So I'm just gonna go in with my foundation, some concealer, just a little blush, something very simple. So I am gonna be using my Bellame Flawless Radiance Foundation. It is skincare infused. It has vitamins C and E, hyaluronic acid. It's skincare. It's actually working on your skin while you wear it. So it says it has skincare in it, but it doesn't just say that to say that. It actually improves your skin as you wear it. So since I'm doing a light makeup look, I'm just gonna use kind of more of a fluffy brush. Sometimes I'll use a kabuki like this, and that'll give me some really good coverage. But today I'm gonna use a fluffier brush. And I just need one pump. That flew out of there. And I just tap it all over and just start blending. And surprisingly, I thought that using a liquid would take me longer, but it really doesn't. I find that I get my makeup done pretty quick when I'm using liquid. So that was kind of surprising to me. And you can see it just sort of diminished. That's how quick. I mean, really, I'm just doing light coverage, so that's kind of all I need. If you have more that you need covered, you can build. It's buildable. You could use, like I said, a kabuki to get more coverage. But for me, today is just a quick Sunday, run a few errands kind of look. That's all I need, just to even things out a little bit. And we'll work on those dark circles. So that's gonna require some color correction. And I'll use my concealers. I have a couple different colors for that. And the concealers have caffeine. So what does caffeine do? Caffeine helps reduce puffiness, and it helps with dark circles over time. It has hydrating ingredients in it. So the concealers are awesome too. I have, this one I'm gonna use for like a bronzer, contour. I have a color corrector and then a brightener. So even though it's 3 products, it's so simple. So I think I'm gonna start, maybe I'll do the contour first, contour bronzer. I think I'm also just gonna use that fluffy brush. So just a few dots. And just blend up into the hairline. It always looks a little scary to me at first, and then it just sort of settles and just looks like a bronzy glow. You can see already the warmth. And then if you screw up, like if it looks like too much, I mean, first I just keep blending and see where I get. I have a small forehead, so I always kind of put too much, but it's okay. I just go back in with a little bit. Well, when I brighten, I can take care of that, or I just put a little bit more foundation and just draw that back. So even though it's liquid, you can still fix it. Just blending up. I don't want to blend down and drag it too low, but again, that's fixable when I do my brightener. So I am kind of hoping that, I know everybody's talking about the eclipse. Some people are saying that they don't want to go outside because it's too powerful. There's powerful energy. Some people do want to go outside and watch it. I mean, I work in an office. I'm hoping that I'm able to kind of escape. I'm sort of in the path, actually. I'm in Ohio, and if you follow the path, it kind of goes right over the Cleveland area, and I'm about an hour from Cleveland, so I think I might have a good shot of seeing it if I can get out of the office. So I am hoping for that. I don't know. What do you think? Are you going to be watching, or are you going to be attempting to watch? I have my glasses just in case. Okay, so that is kind of like contour bronzer. I'm gonna skip the nose today. I'm not even gonna do that. Maybe I'll just, whatever's left on the brush, just for a little color. But no nose contour today. Okay, so let's do a little color correction. So I do have dark circles under my eyes. I'm gonna go in with something that has a little bit of a peachy or orange tint to it. And I'm gonna put that right on the darkest parts of my eye. Right there where I have that darkness in that hollow. And so yes, work has been a lot. Work has been crazy because somebody has decided to make up stories and lie and just create a very toxic environment. And so work went from really fun to now I'm kind of dreading it. It has to be. I work in what's called the welcome center of my office. And so it's like the hub, and we have a lot of fun. We joke, we laugh, and somebody's sort of now taken all of that fun away. And I'm really sad about that because that's part of what I love about my job. And now we have to be very careful about what we say and how we act. And yeah, it's kind of sad, but we'll see. Maybe things will improve. Hopefully they'll improve. Okay, so that's the color corrector. You can see it just kind of toned down that darkness under my eye. And this is going pretty quick, right? I mean, even though it's liquid, it's going pretty quick. And now I can go in with a brighter shade just to give some lightness to the center of my face. So I don't need a whole lot. I'll just put a couple of dots on my forehead, maybe a little bit on my nose. I like to do my upper lip right under there, chin, and then just to brighten, do that area, and then the corners. And like I was saying, if you screw up, like maybe if I came a little low and just to kind of sharpen up right here, you could do that. I mean, today is a light makeup day, but just to kind of show you some techniques that you could use. And then you can use any kind of brush you want. I'm just going to use this one again. And this is where if I came over a little too far with that darker color, I can just sort of blend it together and blend that edge with this brighter color. I did a story, I don't know if anybody saw, about there are some dupes, some perfume dupes at Bath & Body Works. So it's like dupes of high-end perfumes. And I'm kind of obsessed. I know people use that term all the time, but I am so obsessed. Like I want to go back and get some more of them. My favorite ones so far, there's one, it is a dupe of a Tom Ford perfume. And this one is called, let me grab it. Oh, Cherry. So this one's really good. I love this one because it's like a little bit of a sweetness to it. That's really good. But honestly, my favorite one, and I can never remember what this is a dupe for, is called If You Musk. This one is so good. It smells amazing. And it actually lasts. These are just body sprays. They're not perfumes. But I'm shocked that they actually last. Like I woke up this morning and I kind of sprayed it like over my hair, my clothes, and I woke up and I could still smell it. So I love that one. That's my favorite. I may have to go get another one of those. I don't know if they're limited edition. I'm hoping they keep them around. But just in case, maybe I need to stock up and get another one. Okay, so you can see the lighting here is kind of darker coming from this side, but you can kind of see now the brightness that concealer added. And I wanted to go in with a color corrector first because if I would have gone in with that brighter shade right away, sometimes it pulls a little gray when you have those dark circles. It doesn't really cover it, it just makes it look gray. So you want to correct first. And so now I just have a little brightness to the center of my face, and that's where you want the focus to be. And I still have that warmth. Oh, I forgot. Glad I turned my head. You don't want to forget to blend anything. And so for this too, you could always go in with a bigger brush and kind of blend that line. See, I'm talking about my Bath & Body Works dupes. I'm totally forgetting to blend things. And then on days when I have kind of more of a makeup-y makeup look, I will go in and I'll really kind of chisel out my jaw and do that whole thing. But I'm not going to worry about that today because I'm almost done, which is amazing. Fabulous. So that's my Bellame liquid foundation. I'm still loving it. I think it looks like skin. It doesn't feel heavy, doesn't feel cakey or greasy, and my skin seems to be really loving it. I've had no issues with it. I think my skin looks great using it, and it doesn't settle. So what I do is I kind of let this sit for a little bit under my eyes, just in case, because all makeup will settle a little bit, right? We have fine lines, we have wrinkles, but then I just sort of pat it, if I need to use my brush again and just pat away anything that may have settled. And then what I like to do is just go into those areas where I know I might get oily. And you know what I like to do is put whatever's left over and just tap it, just because I do have some darkness on my lids. And then I go in with a little bit of powder. I don't use a lot, so what I do is I just put some on a puff, and I always kind of rub it on my hand and pat it off, and then just very lightly I go in, because I notice when I laugh and smile a lot, I get some settling right here. And that's perfectly normal. I think people expect they're gonna find that perfect makeup that's never gonna settle, it's never gonna crease. This really doesn't for me, but under my eyes, any makeup I've ever tried has a tiny bit of settling. So I know where it's gonna settle. I just need the tiniest bit. And that's what I like about this, is it doesn't settle very much, so I can use just the tiniest bit of powder to keep it from creasing. Like, I barely used anything on the puff. And then I do know I get a little oily, so I'll put some just around my nose, right there. And that's pretty much it. You know, some days I'm a little dry, some days I'm a little oily. So if you want to put some maybe on your forehead, just in your T-zone. I don't really set anywhere else though, but if I do, it's just in that area. And so I'm almost done. So I am gonna use, I've also been really liking, I have these, this Prime Wand kit from PrimePrometics. And I really love these because they're super glowy, really natural looking. So they have, this one's like a bronzer contour. The color is chestnut. Now I already don't really need it, I guess, since I've already used my contour bronzer, but let's just add a little extra, because sometimes I'm a little extra, just for some warmth. Because I do like the glow, because these are all just cream sticks. And so I've really been enjoying these as well, just trying some different things. And I love that, I'll show you, this one kind of clips on, but one of them has almost like a magnetic lid. And when I put it in my purse, I think it's the blush. So this is the blush in Nude. So I'm gonna use that. Is this the one? Yeah. So this I think is so great. It just like automatically goes on. So you're never gonna lose like the lid in your purse. It's never gonna come off and get messy. It just flies right on there and stays put. I think that's great. Okay, so this is one of those sticks. It's a blush stick, but you can pretty much do anything. I've used it on my eyes. You can use it on your lips. You can use it on your cheeks. So I'm gonna use it right now. What brush do I wanna use? And this, again, you can use your fingers, brushes. You can put it right on. So like, I could just tap this on my cheeks and then just blend it in. And this is a really good nude because it's got a little bit of color to it, where it's not that nude where it kind of makes you look dead, you know, like kind of that grayish nude. This one's nice because it has some color to it, especially at my age, you know, your cheeks, you need a little color in your cheeks. So I love that. Isn't that pretty? And again, it's got that, just that little glow to it. I love cream blush. Or you could just tap, if you prefer not to put it directly on your face. You can use your fingers. Again, and everything is so versatile. I love it on my cheeks. I mean, it's pretty on my lips, but on my lips, sometimes I just think it's a little pink. So I'm gonna put some gloss over it, but I love gloss anyway. So I just use my my City Lips Plumping Gloss. This is Nude York, one of my faves. So I put a little bit of that over it, just because it's a little bit of kind of like a brownish with some gold flecks in it. And it just tones down the pink a little bit. And then just to finish things off, the last part of the contour kit is Pearl. It's a highlighter, and it looks kind of almost like a funky color, but it's so pretty. So this one, again, sometimes I just swipe it right on. Maybe I'll do that today. Sometimes I go in with my fingers. Whoops, there's something in there, a little fuzz. And look at how glowy it is. Like, it's super glowy. I just love it. And so I can just tap that on. You can use this anywhere. You can put a little on your, above your eyebrows. I do like to sometimes, if I didn't use gloss, like I might put that, you know, right there on my lips. I think it's just such a great glow. And then I have a sponge, just kind of like any creams. If you use a little too much, or you just want to make sure that, you know, if you put too much on and you want to blend it out a little bit, you can just use that sponge. Use your fingers. And look at the glow that it gives. It's just gorgeous. And that is, again, from PrimePrometics. And that's pretty much it. So that's all I wanted to do, was just a quick get out of the house makeup look. Show you the foundation from Bellame, the concealer from Bellame. I'm still really loving it. The products are amazing. So if you have any questions, if you want to color match, or you have any questions about any of the products I used, please ask. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and hopefully I can be back and do some more lives. I feel like I don't do enough of them. And I think some of it's in the winter time. By the time I get home, like in the morning it's dark, then I get home and it's dark. The weekends are busy. So hopefully now that the sun is shining more, I can do more lives and show more stuff, because I have a lot of more fun stuff. A lot of more, that's really good English, right? A lot more fun stuff and more products that I've been trying, and I want to share those with you. So, all right, well, I will see you again soon, hopefully, and enjoy the rest, what's left of your weekend. And if you work, I hope your Monday is better than mine. Probably will be, but I'm going to try to be positive and pray for a good Monday. All right, take care. Bye.